Hello and welcome everybody, this is Yost Lubach, and it's time for more Let's Play Dishonored. In the last episode, we dealt with Dodd and decided his fate. We decided to spare him. We decided to spare him instead of kill him. Be the better man. And in this episode, we're going to finally escape the city and return to the Howling Pits hub, where we can get our revenge on Havelock and Pendleton. And Marcus. In this episode, we're going to be making... Wow, my mind just kind of went blank there, I'm sorry. It's kind of a dirt moment there where I just kind of forgot where I was for a second. You ever have any of those moments just kind of forgot what you were doing there for like a split second? Maybe I'm the only one. Another I forgot what I was doing is I forgot what I just said, I think is the more proper term. You forgot what you had just said and just kind of... You have a moment of deja vu, you know. But I guess it's not actual deja vu. Anyway, in this episode, we have to worry about dealing with weepers in this episode. So we want to make sure to try and avoid them best we can. So you know the drill. Make as little noise as possible, and I didn't check the Twist of Fortune. Ooh, that's a good one. Take that one off. And so Twist of Fortune, very rarely a potion will give us full mana, so we can use that. So sometimes we use a potion, and hopefully, it doesn't show. There we go. You're kidding me. Okay, let's see if we can... There we go! Okay. Best thing to do there. So I think we're in the clear of Weepers for the most part. I was trying to jump up that pipe. I
wish I had a last swig of whiskey.
Try to get up here. Didn't mean to do that. There we go.
You're the mask guy's been taking down all the lords and ladies. No way through this gate unless you got the sewer key. Only one place to get that key, and I wouldn't go there. Not for all the gold in Dunwall Tower. But again, maybe you could pull it off, though. Something attacked us in the distillery. It used the rats. I know it sounds crazy. And then it run back under the streets. So we come down here to kill it. Slackjaw leading the way. Went bad. I barely crawled out. Don't know what happened to Slackjaw. He had the sewer key, though.
Well, so looks like we gotta find Slackjaw and get the sewer key back.
And rats. Rats everywhere. Slackjaw chased him deeper into the sewers.
Nope, can't do anything with that. Trying to just pull the guy.
Like a nightmare. Something came up and started attacking. Slackjaw
Crap.
still in
I'm trying to remember what I was going. Oh. I had one of my many failed recording sessions with this earlier where I actually accidentally jumped on the guy and caused him to glitch out. I'll try and see if I can get the footage and show you what ended up happening.
Come on, let's get this guy! You can't fight for shit! I'm gonna dump you in the river after I cut you open!
Basically what ended up happening, he ended up just going into his key square T position T formation or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the term is, but it's the base. What it is the basic model for. There's a basic pose for any CG digital model. Essentially, It's called a T pose because the hands are wide out and the legs are straight down. Basically, looks like a T. And the reason the reason they use that pose is for so that they can get the animation skeleton synced up with the character model. Now here we have stop there. Jeez. Not just use that, did I? I don't have any. Oh, I don't have anything left. Okay, so we got. Okay. Jeff Chaffer, here's another one for you. That old witch Granny Rags told me that you'll lose your taste for whiskey in the month of wind. Then your eyes will go dim in the month of seeds, and you'll draw your last breath in the month of ice. If you want your share, you know what to do. Okay, so as you may have guessed, this is going to be our clue for opening up the next thing, the chest right beside us. So what we want to do, we want to remember the month of wind, the month of seeds, and the month of ice. So wind, seed, and ice in that order. And right here we have a book that says the 13 months. We got seeds, wind, and ice right there. You got all the other different months too. So seeds is second from Earth, so seeds is number 2. So that's 2 in the middle. Wind is the first one, so 1, 2, 5, 2, and 8. So 5, 2, and 8. Let's try that right now. So as you may have guessed, each month corresponds to a letter, or to a number. So yeah. Got a bone charm, got an ingot, and let's check out what bone charm we have. Strong arms. Choking is faster. Ooh, that might actually be very useful. Go ahead and get Whirlwind 2, get strong arms. So yeah. You know, it occurs to me that if you migrate into the sewers, and albeit it would be a risky endeavor, but it would be worth it. It would be worth it for the gold. That side, jeez. Hate these things so much. Especially if we got really good at hunting around down here, and knowing like the place to avoid and where all the bodies are dropped. It seems to me like there's a lot of coins down here. You can become a really rich guy from essentially dumpster diving in the sewers. And hell, you ever wanted to get away from the cops? I mean, these are oddly spacious sewers. These are huge sewer systems. They were out of, just like that, we're out of bullets. In order to do that. Just so you know, I am wasting a lot of my ammo and stuff on these things, but it is really the only way to deal with these guys. There really isn't any other way to deal with the river crest. They're just. I think we want to head this way. Right up here, I believe. Yeah, a little spot for oxygen. There we go. A little air bubble for you. A little air pocket for you to get through. This is a required area to get through. Just to let you know, but it's not that. That looks like paper to me. Sorry. Thought that would have been a note. And just like that, we're done with the only water segment of the entire game, or the only real water segment. I mean, there are sections where you have to swim and stuff, but this is like the only one where you have to swim underwater. I don't believe there's any rooms under the water. I mean, as you can tell, all our collectible stuff's up here. We got some bullets. Before we go in, so our current objective is to find the sewer master key, which.
Hey! Someone kill this crazy witch! I could make you rich!
Huh.
Quiet now.
Well, me.
Needs to concentrate.
Don't kill me. Granny Rag, stop. Stop what you're doing. Can't we at least talk
Strange
about
smelling manuscript.
My knife's gotta be nice and sharp to cut into your skeleton, Slackjaw.
Ugh.
Nice and
Creepy.
sharp. Oh, no, you don't. I'll kill you and cook you and eat your heart for
It's the cameo. The secret is in the cameo.
Huh?
Just a
Oh,
piece from an old necklace, understand?
So yeah, I just accidentally initiated the fight with Granny Rags. I was gonna do this anyway because you got the choice of either saving Slackjaw and fighting Granny Rags, or killing Slackjaw and helping Granny Rags. Either way, you get the key. In this case, we do actually have to fight her. You see these rune markings here around. She's gonna appear in all these rune markings.
Now Granny is going
No matter what you do, you can't kill Granny Rags. Right there. Just turns into rats, and they start attacking. Now, you may be thinking, well, you know, just destroy all the rats, you know? Doesn't work.
I control.
There we go.
They
Wait
come
when she
and
popped
go
back
at
up.
my command.
There she is. So, yeah. As you may be hearing, Slackjaw keeps telling us to destroy her cameo. So right here we have Granny Rag's cameo, which
Think
we
you're
can pick
going
up.
to save him? He's not worth it.
And we just
Now
open this
Granny
up.
is going to kill you just like all the others.
Place Granny's cameo in the furnace.
What will I
And we close it just like that.
You were a fool.
I believe now we should be able to kill her. If not, it should kill her for
Now
us.
you'll see what I can do.
Whoa!
It's too late for him, and it's too late for you.
Just happened.
You will die, and I'll carve spells into you.
Die, rats, die.
You're a fool to try to help him. A fool. And now you're going to die.
So yeah, now we need to find Granny
It works
Rags
best if I boil you alive. Any check?
and kill her. There we go. And all the rats should be finished with. And now we have the option of helping Slackjaw, or, you know, just leaving him to die. But, you know, it'd be wrong to not help him. After all, he helped us. And we did kind of accidentally screw him over.
Want to know something funny? When we were kids, we were all scared of Granny Rags. Thought she was a terrible witch. Then we grew up and figured she was just a sad old lady. We were right the first time. Now ain't that funny? I owe you.
Sounds like a horror
This won't
movie
even
cliche
be
or
small, but it's
something.
all I got left.
Luck to you, Corvo.
So we've got a couple hundred. We got a couple hundred coins for that. And now we can leave. I think we also got the key. The key that we were looking for. The master key. So, real quick, we have a rune up there. I think she was making. Oh, looks like she already made it. Okay. Let's explore a little real quick. Just get some. See what else here. Return drain, so we'll worry about that in a sec. Real quick, we do want to get this and see what the outsider has to say to us now.
You find your way into such interesting places, Corvo. At the eye of the storm, raging between Granny Rags and this man who has lived his whole life with a cleaver in one hand and a bottle in the other. Crawling out of those flooded ruins, winding your way back to the pub where you last saw Emily. Where is she now? How does it feel now, knowing your allies betrayed you? Strange how there's always a little more innocence left to lose. And Dowd, the man who killed the Empress. You had him in the palm of your hand, and you let him walk away? You fascinate me.
More of the Outsiders. Quirkiness, let's put it that way. Yeah, a lot of the stuff, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, a lot of the stuff that the Outsider says really just kind of seems more like, it's really hard to tell what his goal is here. I mean, it seems like they're trying to make like a more serious Q-type character. And for those of you who don't know who Q is, in Star Trek The Next Generation, there's a character played by John Delancey called Q, who's like this god-type character, and he's got like mastery control over all things, essentially all things, but I think everything with free will. He's what causes the Borg to attack, which the Borg are like this hive mind, techno-organic race. It's like this hive mind race of creatures that fuse their bodies. It's weird. Anyway, so he's like this god of chaos sort of thing. Like, he creates a lot of chaos and destruction, but he doesn't really do it maliciously. He does it primarily because he's bored. And it seems to me that that's what the Outsider's doing right now. But they're trying to make this serious character version of Q, but the problem being that Q was never a really serious character. In fact, if you happen to watch, if you watch My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, season 2 opening, the first 2 episodes of season 2, or any of the episodes with Discord in it, not only is he voiced by Q, but he essentially is Q. They flat out admit that, like, right away, like, this is Q from Star Trek. Yeah, like, he pretty much is, and in the current season 4, the one episode they had him in, he is pretty much acting exactly like Q would. Yeah, like I said, with the whole deal with the Outsider, it's like, it's really hard to tell whether or not he, like, what his actual goals are, and it's like, you almost kind of wonder, like,
I've heard that some have survived the plague.
you kind of sit here and kind of say to yourself, at least I do, they could take him out from everything but like the opening of the game, like how he gives you your powers. And it's like all this is basically, yeah, you wouldn't miss a thing from him. Like all the optional stuff, like doesn't give you any dialogue changes based on how you do anything. Like, he says the same stuff no matter what. So it's like all this stuff, like he said, like it doesn't. I'm going all over the place. What I'm trying to say here. Basically, everything he says, like, is this mixed match. Are you good or are you evil?
This whole place
sort of
is
thing.
going
It's
to
like
hounds.
the path is up to you, the choice is up to you. And like I said, the ending.
All the others down in the city.
This is one of those games where, you know, the multiple path choices. The endings, both endings, like no matter what you get, no matter what ending you get, really just kind of absolutely sucks simply for the fact there's a room down here. Yes, that's the reason why every game with multiple choice has terrible endings. It's because the room right there in this exact spot in this exact game is right there. That's the sole reason. If they'd gotten rid of that, no, it's too late for them to get rid of that. No. In all seriousness. I think that's the main reason. Like, the endings kind of suck because you had to write multiple endings, and now you have to try to figure out a way to make them both sound correct.
Only others dumb and sick.
One of the first games I can think of that used multiple choice, at least to my knowledge, and we may have missed that Bonetron, is Jade Empire. And I've actually been playing through it recently. I bought it on Steam for like $5. This is my first time playing through the game myself. One of my best friends, I talk about him a lot, Michael. By the way, if you're watching, hi Michael, how you doing?
Go back home tomorrow.
We'll play through, and I saw him play through the beginning. I saw him play through a little bit of the middle, and I saw him play through primarily the ending. The game takes place in three sections. You got the very beginning, which is like your hometown. You got like a place called Tian's Landing, which is like the standard town of any RPG.
We can lay low and meet them
Given the
tomorrow.
fact that you also have to keep in mind that this is like a heavily Asian influenced game, so it's kind of a lot different in that respect. But it's kind of like it's that small town with problems. Then you have the Imperial City, which is, well, a city. And oh, there's the room. There, jeez. And it's kind of like, it feels like a very basic 3-act structure too, with the way it all is dealt with. Because everything's like self-contained. Like the first city you go into, or the first town, once you leave that town, you're out forever. Like there's no going back. Ah, fish. I never thought I'd be afraid to deal with fish in the game. This is an annoying part of the game, I'm not gonna lie. Just knowing all this stuff even exists. Ah. There. I just took out the last guy on my own. Whew. I can get... Not took out the last guy. I took out... Last bullet, last guy. There we go. That's what I was trying to... Not on my own. I took them all out on my own. I'm a boss like that. Okay, so not only do we have to... I'm pushing forward on here. Hold up. Look. Are you kidding me? Arcane Studios. How could you screw up like that? You're doing so good too. Okay. So we got a new Bone Charm. Let's see what we have here. Spirit Water. Ooh, that one's really good. Okay, Acrobat. We'll get rid of that. And get Spirit Water. Okay, so Spirit Water, what that does, whenever we drink from water sources, like faucets and stuff, and you've probably seen me do that before, we will heal a little bit of mana. I think I might have mentioned this before. I'm not 100% certain on that. Okay, so we actually do have to break that. But anyway, let's see. How far are we on time? How good are we on time here? Yeah, we can get to the next one. Oh. Trying to climb up here. There we go. So real quick. Dark Vision. I have not used Dark Vision nearly enough in this game, have I? It's like one of the most useful abilities. One of the main problems is you see me the Video Games Awesome's host Fraser Agar actually said best himself and why he's not playing through Dead Rising 3 on their show. That kind of idea of being very methodical and checking everything and making sure you find everything can be really boring for a lot of people. and you see me doing it sometimes. I'm trying not to collect every single thing in here, like every single item. Like I'm only trying to get like the runes and stuff, but still, like right there, I don't think I've ever found any of the paintings in this mission. Come to think of it, I don't know. I killed 11 hostiles. Hold on. I'm trying to think what. There's no way I killed that many hostiles. Huh. Maybe. I know they're factoring in the assassins as well, but... I don't know. Found 4 out of 5 runes, 4 out of 8 bone charms. I found half the bone charms. The shrines are always easy to find, and so yeah. So I think right now I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. So in the next episode, we'll be entering the Hound Pit's hub. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and enter here right now. So yeah. Next episode we'll continue on with the story and... Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joe Slivak. He's in time for more Dishonored. In the last